Hello everybody and welcome to Rate the K. My name is Paige or Plummy, whichever you prefer to call me, and in this video I'm gonna be reacting to quite a few songs again. Those songs being Can't You See Me by TXT, Punch by NCT127, 8 by IU and Wua by Wua, and Q, I guess, by ONEWE. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into the first song, that being Can't You See Me, in 3, 2, 1. I wonder whether this is gonna be better than Runaway, because I'm still listening to Runaway and I still love that song. Oh, that's cool. That's cool stop animation. And I guess they have similarly continuing storylines between their songs, similar to BTS. He looks like Jungkook so much. Okay, I can already tell that it's definitely gonna be an iconic song, but I'm not sure whether I'm loving it more than Runaway on first listen. Okay, I definitely like it. I think I'm just after one more listen, I'm gonna be just completely into it. Because there's something about Big Hit's music, or at least specifically Big Hit Group's title tracks, that they are always so good, even if they're not the style that I love the most. Okay, that was interesting. Because personally, I don't really like the direction big hit groups have gone into with their music, into like more vocal focus instead of rap focus. I much prefer when big hit groups were more rap focused, like in the first half of the last decade, from 2010 to 2015. But even despite that change in sound, I still think they produce really good music for their groups. I'm gonna talk more about the song during the second listen, the second reaction. Pretty much my thoughts so far is an iconic song, and it definitely instantly goes to my top 15 K-pop songs of 2020. I gotta say, I really like their outfits. All the outfits look kind of not really liking the shorts. Like, I don't really like the look of the shorts, but everything else, every single other outfit looks really great on them, and it makes them look really badass in some scenes. So yeah, let's get into this one more time, because there's so much to talk about. In 3, 2, 1. I have other groups who I like watching perform from time to time or for specific songs, but there's something that about TXT's performances that just stands out so much, and I love it. I love it. Obviously, overall, I'd say I'm satisfied. Like, you can't expect a group to always surpass itself with each following song, but I think this song is at least to the same level as Runaway. Like, I don't think it's better because it's kind of very similar in style and structure and sound. Like, it's just like it's the same song but done it's the same style, the same sound, but done differently a little bit. Like, it's very similar. So, it's pretty much on par for me. I still think Runaway is better because I just like the song more overall. This one has a little, several weak spots, like that part in which hearing Kai's voice is kind of distorted. Like, it's definitely a standout part and an iconic part, but in a certain way it just kills the flow of the song for me. And some of the verses are just not as good as the chorus. The chorus is though is definitely a 10 out of 10. I love the chorus, but it's again very similar to the chorus of Runaway. So yeah, I'm satisfied, but maybe I would have preferred if they did something different again. I don't know, because Runaway was very different compared to their debut song. So there's that. But still, for this one, I think I'm gonna give it personally a 9.6 out of 10, while objectively I'm gonna give it a 9.8. Because I feel like most people wouldn't really care about the little details, and overall it's a good song. Like, there isn't much to complain about it, so there's that. So now we're gonna get into the next song of this video, that being Punch by NCT127. And just a few things I want to say about this. Why are they coming back so recently? Like, they just had a comeback, like, I think 2 months ago? Was it even 2 months ago? With, like, Kick It, which I liked, I guess. I mean, I definitely liked it. I liked it more than, like, Superhuman, but it still wasn't as good as the songs before, like Wakey Wakey or Simon Says or Chain, or sometimes I really struggle with NCT song names because there's actually so many. So I'm curious whether I'm gonna like this one more than Kick It, but I guess there's only one way to find out, so let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're definitely gonna need to listen to this one more time, because wow. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Okay. You can probably already see it in my expression, but I'm honestly really disappointed with this one. It really sounds rushed. I think that's the only word I can use for this song. It sounds rushed. It's not as satisfying as even Kick It, which Kick It wasn't as really as satisfying to listen to as Simon Says or Wakey Wakey. I like those type of NCT songs. I don't like whatever they're doing right now. I feel like I'm falling out of love with them. I don't know. Like, this one is not really satisfying. The rapping is not really satisfying. It's not really even hard hitting. Like, there's cool moments like that whispering, singing slash rapping part. I like that. That's cool. And the instrumental is interesting, but it just seems rushed as hell. Like, the song doesn't flow well. It's not, the singing parts are not satisfying. The rapping parts are not satisfying. It's just a rushed mess. Like, there's also a bit too much going on, and considering that none of the parts are really satisfying, that sticks out even more to me. Like pretty much the only part of this song that I enjoy is Hachan. That's pretty much it. Nothing else I really enjoy. And honestly, this is the first song of NCT that I don't like ever since I got into them in like, I mean, to be honest, I got into them almost instantly as I got into K-pop, but I guess you could say I got into them in 2017. So ever since 2017, this is the first NCT song that I don't like. I don't know. The chorus is mildly interesting, but that's pretty much the best part of the song outside of the Hachan parts, I guess. That's the only kind of satisfying part during the song. And maybe it's gonna get better as I listen to it, but I'm honestly so disappointed with this one. I don't know what happened. I feel like genuinely they might have just rushed it. I don't know. So, because of that, I'm gonna give this one actually a pretty low score of 7.6 out of 10. This is, I think, the lowest score I've given it for an NCT song during my reactions. So yeah, I'm really disappointed. Objectively, I'm gonna give it an 8.4 because again, I think most people won't really give a shit. But yeah, to me, it's just not as satisfying. I really wonder though what people really think of this song, because compared to like NCT Dream's Riding, which is like debatably my favorite song released this year, this is so bad. Like, I don't think this is even gonna be part of my top 15 songs of this year. I'm not sure even if K-Kate is gonna be there. It's probably gonna be a honorable mention, but I doubt it's gonna be part of like the top 15 because again, I didn't like it as much as their older songs. And I don't demand the song to be better than their last song, but to be at least as good. So yeah, I'm really disappointed with this one. But I have the next song to look forward to. That being IU&Suga-Eight, which actually features my bias in BTS Suga, so I'm kind of interested in to see how this one's gonna sound and whether I'm gonna like it. Because I think I do like IU as an artist, although I like mainly the last 3 songs that she has released, like Blooming, BBI, and there was, I think, one more I don't remember the name of. But those were good, and I like them, and I have listened to them quite a lot. But the rest of the songs are kind of hit or miss for me, mostly misses, and it's not really my style of music, the style that I like listening to the most. So yeah, I'm curious whether I'm gonna like this one, so let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Her vocals are, as usual, really good. I think I can hear some vocals by Suga in the background, doing some parts, but I'm not sure. It might not be him. What's with the switch to cartoon? I mean, it's kind of interesting, but I don't get it. Okay, the chorus I definitely like. And in general, I like the sound during this part, like around the chorus. I think this is the chorus. But I'm honestly a bit disappointed for the rest of the song. I'm gonna get into it more after the second reaction. But I just expected it to be more epic. And for me to like it more. I don't know. She looks beautiful in this shot though. I mean, she looks beautiful in every single shot, if I gotta be honest. She's one of the prettiest idols that I've ever seen. Okay, let's get into the song again in 3, 2, 1. I really like this opening part. I really like the style it's going for. I think this is like pop rock. I'm not sure though. It reminds me a lot of songs from some Disney Channel movies, specifically Camp Rock. And I always appreciate a guitar in the instrumental because I love guitars. I wish I could play one though, but I can't. I guess that part that I like is the post-chorus hook. Like, I like that Forever Young part is probably my favorite part of the song. And I think you can hear backing vocals by Suga. You can definitely hear somebody else's vocals, but I'm not sure whether it's Suga necessarily. And I'm honestly disappointed by Suga's rap verse here. For the most part, it's kind of like it's so underwhelming. I don't want to necessarily say that he's lost his mojo or whatever, but I haven't been liking his rapping in every single song as I used to before. Like, this is so disappointing to me. It feels kind of rushed and filler, like... I'm gonna explain it more after the reaction. Okay, I'm not gonna be watching this whole part again, so yeah, we're gonna stop it here. So, okay, about this song. Again, I think I'm a decently big fan of IU. Mainly of like of her singing, not necessarily of her songs, because most of them are not my style, as I mentioned. But I like her. I definitely like her. And Suga is my bias in BTS, and I love his rapping, and I love most, or at least I used to love most songs made by him, and in which he features quite a lot. But I don't know what has happened. Like, I feel like that's a fault of the whole change in music style for BTS that I should probably do at some point a separate video and get into it. But I've complained about it quite a lot on my channel. But nowadays his rapping is really underwhelming and filler and rushed, and I don't know, there's something about, I don't know how exactly to explain it. It doesn't feel as original or as creative. Like, to compare it to something like his intro song, or was it interlude? Yeah, it was interlude Shadow from BTS's most recent album. There was the music video version which was released earlier before the official release, and then there's the official release of the song in the album. And in this version of the song in the album, there's a middle part of the song which has some words, I guess, which could be references to other songs, and it just doesn't feel creative. And same in this one. Like, Forever Young feels to me like a reference to BTS's, but I guess they didn't have a Forever Young, they had Young Forever. I don't know, just doesn't feel creative or satisfying. I don't know, it feels underwhelming is ultimately how I'm gonna put it. I could probably go on complaining about his rapping nowadays for a lot longer, but I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, overall this song is decent. Like, I enjoyed it. I think it's a good song, but I guess I just expected more from this. Like, it's two of my favorite artists getting together and making a song, and it's not as good or as epic as it should be. I don't know. So yeah, personally I'm gonna give this one an 8.4 out of 10, because IU still killed it in this song in my opinion. Suga might as well have not featured in the song, might as well have just produced it, because his rap verse is really kind of forgettable to me. But yeah, objectively I guess I'm gonna give it an 8.6, because again, most people wouldn't care about details that I'm complaining about in the song, or if they do, they probably don't listen to IU's music in that case. So I feel like most people are gonna be more forgiving for things like this. But yeah, I'm a bit disappointed. Hopefully I'm not gonna be disappointed by the next song, because it's gonna be hell of a streak. And yeah, let's get into the next song, that being the debut of ONEWE with their song ONEWE. And at this point, K-pop groups' names have gone insane, because you thought G-idol's name was convoluted and crazy to write and explain what it means. Look at this. This, you know, you can just see the name at this point. It's like Woo. I don't know what's the word for that. And that being ONEWE with their debut song ONEWE. So without further ado, let's get into it and see what I'm gonna like it. I hope I do. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, already I can see something about the camera making it look like a very low budgeted music video, or from a Nugu group, which probably they are. And to me that doesn't necessarily matter, but I have to point it out.
Brand new chapter. 멋지군 내 계획대로 생각하는 대로
I like the girl with the pink highlights. And the girl with the blonde hair. They kind of remind me a lot of Chaeyoung and Daehyun from Twice. You can probably see why. Okay, I like this part, it's really catchy and adorable. Okay, this song definitely has some room for improvements, but it's better than I thought just after reading the comments. Like, judging by the comments on Reddit, I thought it was gonna be much worse. I've definitely listened to worse Nugo group songs. Oh, I like that. At first the song sounded a bit all over the place, but honestly I think they've managed to put it all together towards the end. We'll see during the second listen. Okay, let's get into it one more time in 3, 2, 1. Pretty much right off the bat, I think the thing that most people are gonna judge them on is the camera quality. It definitely screams low budget, to me at least. It's noticeably lower budget camera, I feel like. It's not like the usual K-pop camera. I personally don't necessarily mind that it's a different camera because at least it makes the music video look different to the usual K-pop music video for some variety. But I can see some people seeing it as bad. Yeah, it's actually not a half bad song. Oh, this part is so catchy, I love it. And yeah, the rapping was also actually surprisingly good. Okay, I'm actually kind of liking it. I'm not blown away, but also not every group is gonna debut with like a masterpiece. I feel like in that regard, in the last like 2-3 years, we have been spoiled with so many like good debuts like ATEEZ, Stray Kids, G-Idol, Ace, WANA's. Like there have been so many good debuts. It's kind of spoiled for groups who need a little bit more time to really find their place and style. Okay, this part here is a little bit like a switch to a completely different song, but it doesn't really stick out too much. I love that yeah. It's really adorable. I love it as much as the bada bada bing, bada bada boom part. Okay. Honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised with this one. Judging by the comments already, I expected it to be much worse, because they said that it was like a very obviously low budgeted a group and song, which yeah, I agree with that, but that doesn't necessarily make it bad, and it's better than I thought. Like, I expected very bad. But I'm also not really the kind of person who really hates low quality stuff. A lot of the time I like low quality stuff because it's low quality stuff. That's true for movies that I watch, or for music that I listen to, or for video games that I play. Sometimes, to me, it's better for a group to sound more low quality, for lack of a better term, than be good but kind of generic. Like, I would take any day a group like this that has a distinct, if low quality sounding sound/style, compared to I mean, I can't really think of a girl group who has kind of a generic sound, but for comparison of a boy group, AP6, I guess, would be a group which I could say has a very generic sound that I don't like. I would always take groups like this with a low quality sound over any group with generic sound. So yeah, it's weirdly charming. I don't know. I like it. I love the bada bada bing, bada bada boom part. It stands out so much from the song in a good way, actually. And it's so adorable. I love it. It's weirdly charming and adorable. I think that's pretty much how I'm gonna put it for this song. But the fact that it does have the kind of low quality sound kind of confuses me about what rating I should give to this song, because it is a low quality sound, definitely, but that doesn't mean necessarily the song is gonna be bad, because there was a while ago at this point I reacted to 3 new boy groups, those being Busy Boy, Argon, and Target, and at least 2 of those had definitely very low quality sounding songs, but they still were good songs. I think Busy Boys, it was Yes Sir the song, so you can go and check it out if you want to. For Argon, it was Give Me That, I think, and for Target it was Baby Come Back Home or something. But all these songs, despite being more on the low quality side, were still really good, and this is the case for this one too. So I guess I'm gonna give this one an 8.2 out of 10, because yeah, it's not the best, the highest quality sounding song, but it's still good. While objectively, honestly, I'm gonna give it an 8.2, because if I have to specifically go by objective opinion, I feel like most people are not gonna like this song because it sounds low quality, even though it's not a bad song. So I don't want to give it a lower score, so I'm gonna give it an 8.2 objectively too. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on them, but yeah, it was good, but I wasn't blown away. So let's get into the final song of this video, that being ONEWE&Hwasa-Q featuring Hwasa. And from what I know about ONEWE, they're like a brother group to ONEUS, I guess. I don't know, I feel like there's in that company one more one group that confuses me. I don't know. There's too many groups with that kind of name. It's really confusing. So without further ado, let's get into this in 3, 2, 1. Okay, Sia, Harin, Younghoon, Kanghyun, Dongmyeon. Oh, they're a group. I mean, they're a band. Oh, I forgot about that. I actually knew about them. I think when I was researching ONEWE&Hwasa, it was a while ago at this point. I read about them, but I don't think they had that many comebacks back then, so I didn't really check them out. Okay, I like the way he sings. I love the way it sounds. It's kind of like gravelly, or I think the better word to describe it would be sultry. I don't know if that's even a word. It just feels like it's a word. I definitely like the way you sing. It definitely is satisfying and really good. Why does it feel like it's a big sister featuring together with her younger brothers? I don't know, it just feels like that. And I like the vibe I'm getting off. Also, I love the way Hwasa sounds in this song. I feel like she sounds the same way like the guys, like she sings in the same way, in the same kind of sultry voice, but because she's female, it sounds a bit different, and it brings a really cool contrast between the two. And my biggest worry for this song after I heard their voices was that it was gonna end up being a bit flat or one-dimensional, because it would be only like the guys' voices being the main thing about the song. There wouldn't be anything that stands out or contrast with their voices. But the fact that they featured Hwasa, her voice really contrasts with the guys' voices, so it makes the song better. I don't think the song would be as good if she wasn't featured. Okay, so I'm not gonna react to this one a second time because I think I pretty much got everything about it on the first listen. And I don't feel like just watching it again just to stare at the screen and say nothing. So, how I feel about this one? I mean, I already said how I feel about it. I think Hwasa saved the song. I mean, without her, the song wouldn't have been garbage or anything, but it would have been very one-dimensional with like just one beat and one kind of singing and one style going through it. Like, there wasn't even a rap break in this one, which is not something that is necessarily a complaint, just a thing that I wanted to mention. But the fact that Hwasa is in the song and her voice being so different from the guys brings a second dimension to the song, which makes it a bit more interesting, at least for me personally, because I prefer when songs have kind of like a lot more going for them, and they're like they have layers and everything. And the fact that Hwasa sounds so different from the guys definitely makes it a bit more interesting to me. Still not as good as any Mamamoo or ONEWE song, but it's not bad. I feel like just this group doesn't necessarily stand out from ONEWE or Mamamoo in anything else other than being a band. specifically. So yeah, maybe they have other songs that are more different and stand out more, but yeah, I would be willing to check them out if you guys want me to. But yeah, comment it down below and I'm gonna check it out most likely. So yeah, how I'm gonna rate this one, I'm gonna rate it an 8.3 out of 10, because yeah, I think it's a good song, but it's not a song I'm gonna be really listening to, and it's not as good as other songs from that company. And pretty much the thing that I like about this song is Hwasa and nothing else, so I'm sorry. I don't really mean to shit on ONEWE, but they haven't really impressed me, or blown me away, should I say. While objectively, I guess I'm gonna give it an 8.9, because most people will freaking love that Hwasa is in this. And additionally, because this song's style is very much the RBW, I think that was the name of the company, style. Fans of Mamamoo, ONEUS, and ONEWE will love this song. Like, it's pretty much in line with that style of music that they release. And most people, again, they're not gonna really care about the tiny details and everything, so yeah, there's that, I guess. And yeah. If you guys have any K-pop songs you want me to react to, make sure to comment them down below, and I'm gonna add them to my list, though I don't promise when I'm gonna get to your specific request, because I do have a lot of K-pop songs to react to, and recently I've had some health issues, which I don't know when they're gonna arise again, because they're kind of out of my control right now, so it might take a little bit more, because as you can see, I haven't really uploaded that much in the last few weeks because I moved and because of said health issues, which I might get into a video if I end up not posting regularly to explain it a bit more. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best to get to your request as soon as possible. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my other channels where I post anything from gaming to TV show, cartoon, movie reactions, to Yu-Gi-Oh! And anime videos. And also check out my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you do end up enjoying my stories, or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar, where you can pledge support and help keep the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. And additionally, I just want to mention that all the money you decide to support me with through Patreon or Subscribestar are going to go towards my transition fund, because if you're new to the channel or just haven't realized it at this point, I'm transgender, but I haven't been able to transition because of the country I live in being somewhat homophobic and transphobic. Like, it's not the worst place in the world, because I am in the EU, in Eastern Europe, but it could be much better, and because otherwise I can't really afford it. So if you can help me out with that, that would be really great and really appreciated. And obviously there are some rewards over on Patreon and Subscribestar that you might like. But I don't want to guilt trip you into helping me out, so if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!